Good day, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is that you are watching this video. My name is Q, but you all can call me Death Basher. So we need to go over some things. So this past weekend, I did a live stream on Friday. If you don't want to miss out on any of those, join the Discord, link down in the description. I go live every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got invited to join an SMP called Supercraft, and I happily accepted. I've been playing on that server for more time than I would actually like to admit. I've been doing a lot of cool things. I got some story lore going on over there. It's quite interesting, but yeah, that's I'm going to be live streaming that, and with season 6 coming up here in June, I'm going to be doing some content on that server. Very excited for it. It doesn't mean that this is the end or anything like that for the old school Let's Play series. As far as balancing time between the old school Let's Play series, time spent on the Supercraft server, I want to get you guys' opinion. Is 3 days a week too much for you guys? Should I cut it back down to 1 day, 2 days? Do we want to stick it to 3 days and just stream Fridays on the Supercraft server? And basically, like, I can't really do a whole lot in between episodes, which I have done quite a bit of stuff here. Yeah, I started terraforming a little bit. Ran out of dirt, obviously, but started sloping out this terrain a little bit. I kind of carved out a section right there because I got some ideas to make this area look pretty. It's going to be like a retaining wall for the future houses up here on the top for the other Fletcher villagers. So like right here is going to be kind of like, it's going to be a retaining wall with some bamboo in it. A decorative wall, basically. We're going to come up here past the iron golem. We're going to have a row of houses on this plane right here. We're going to have another row of houses up here, and I'm not sure if I want to expand all the way up to the top. I kind of laid those out just to kind of see if I wanted to go up that high, and looking back from way over yonder, I don't think I don't think we're going to go up that quite that high. So yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of stuff behind scenes. The other things, I've been doing quite a bit of fishing, and I actually been working with fishermen. I maxed him all the way out, been stocking up on campfires. That's pretty good. So I traded him with a bunch of emeralds for unbreaking. So I got unbreaking 3 fishing rods so I don't have to keep wasting my string, you know? The other thing, the iron farm has been working so well. I haven't ran into any issues. The iron golems have been spawning up there like they're supposed to be. Not as much iron as you would probably expect if I just had this running constantly, because the other thing that I was doing behind scenes, and look at that, it is working like a charm. Getting this set up, I put a little shelf in here just to kind of make it look pretty and kind of get an idea of like how I want things to be laid out, and you know, just as running around doing some stuff as the cauldrons fill up with lava, just filling them up. Still not sure how this is going to turn out for our super smelter. Basically like our smelting station. I'll put a super smelter in here somewhere so I can just dump stuff into minecarts, just press buttons and then let it go. But yeah, added the staircasing because I got sick and tired of running and jumping up these blocks. I also spent a lot of time maxing these guys out, trading them with iron. They're pretty low in chance of like efficiency 2, unbreaking 2, nothing really that amazing, but the only villager that actually has a good enchantment is Fortune 1, but it's on an iron pick. But yeah, all of our toolsmiths here are master level. One thing I know I need to get done sooner than later is actually figure out how bees work so I can get the wax and wax this down so it stays that pretty orange copper instead of it oxidizing all the way down to that. The other thing that I worked on was actually getting the lay of the land down here for our other 2 sets of villagers. Weaponsmiths are going to go here. Then we kind of come down this way. I think over here is going to be kind of like decoration slash storage in a sense, like a little workstation where we can combine our tools, our armors, and our weapons, have some anvils, and like a little forge. Then we come up along here. And in between all the cobblestone pillars that I got here is where armorers are going to go. So I figured that, you know, the armorers, they have such high skill that it's taken them forever and a day to learn actually how to forge and craft armor for us. So they're going to, you know, higher up on the food chain, whenever they're back, Holy Grail, like as you come in, they're the first ones that you're going to see. Keeping the theme with the cave a bit. So we're going to continue with the coarse dirt for the flooring. Going to terraform this a bit and just kind of beautify it. So I'm excited for that. I think right here is going to be like a little showcase shelf for like with armor stands with armors and different armor trims once we ever actually do get to that point. But yeah, still need to work on the actual entrance. Plan for today is I want to put in a potato field actually over in our farming district. And I kind of want to keep it a little bit chill, a little relaxed today. Nothing too grand and exciting. But also chatting a bit on future plans, and I want to get your guys' feedback on stuff. As far as Supercraft goes, I do want to make content on that channel, especially once season 6 comes around. I do want to keep this series going. I wasn't expecting to actually get onto a SMP anytime soon. It wasn't like something that I'm like, look, I need to get onto an SMP right away. This is how things are going to go. It was nothing along those lines. It just happened. And I mean, I'm very grateful. I'm very excited for it. I'm still baffled to this day. A lot of people over there, they're really cool, they're chill, they're fun to hang out with and chat. If you're familiar with anything to do with Hermitcraft, it's a similar sense, like feel to it, like how the server's kind of like built on is along the principles of Hermitcraft, which is basically a group of people who are playing Minecraft together, doing group activities, doing their own thing, as if you and your buddy started up your own little server and you guys were just playing some survival Minecraft. But definitely with season 6 starting up come this June, I'm very excited because especially there's going to be some new blocks coming out, which is going to be tough blocks with the new 1.21 update. Very excited for that because been working with tough and trying to figure out a way to, use it, utilize it, and make some cool stuff with it. I'm still in love with this bridge. I'm like impressed of like actually how well it came out. Eventually, I'm thinking of actually changing out the fence posts to the hanging signs, which was also a big motivation to get the iron farm up and going. One thing that I do need to mention is that sometimes that the iron golem would spawn directly like right next to the hopper on the block. So what I did to actually improve the spawn rate so that way they weren't glitching out and actually like falling down is replacing these 2 outer blocks right here with stairs in the normal position and then throwing 2 blocks of glass right here. Still working like a charm, just those couple little improvements right there, and I just threw some glass in the leaf so that way I could keep an eye on the villagers to make sure nothing actually happened to them and that they're still synced into their beds. But anyway, let's get on over here to our farming district and get a field planted. I was thinking this hill right here, we'll turn this all into a potato field. So it's a matter of getting our leaves laid out as our little barrier along here. Another thing that I did notice too, actually, is as I was placing the rest of the weed and checking on it and throwing down some more moss carpet once I did, get some more from chopping down some mangrove trees, is that in some areas that mobs can get into here and walk over the leaves. So I'm thinking that I'm going to, get enough moss carpet, get that, farmed up and then throw some carpet over the top of all of this, like especially like right here. So that way mobs can't jump up here. Do something different with the terrain right here. So that way actually mobs can't go into our wheat field here and destroy it and everything. Because this is just mainly supposed to be just for looks. But yeah, I was thinking over on that hill right there for a potato field, just to kind of break it up a little bit and to give more of a lay of the land and figuring out where like houses are going to go for the farmers and how things are going to be laid out. And then also getting an idea of like how far back I'm going to actually open up this river right here. Right there, that would be perfect for a potato field. Little setback more, maybe a little bit more bigger because, potatoes they're rooted. They just grow like wildfire. Plus, I love potatoes and I want a giant potato field for my farmers and they need to eat and they're only allowed to eat potatoes because potatoes are the best. Now the fun part of placing down leaves and figuring out how this is all going to flow about. And we're going to wrap it around this way. Coming down along like this. Nice, smooth, little gradual. Still going with the terrain. So we kind of got the lay of that side. So if we start coming over here, jut it out a bit here, and then kind of start to bring it down. And then kind of bring it along. This will eventually all be filled in. This is going to be all smoothed out and everything. And simply continuing the leaves along this way, trying to, you know, as it goes down the hillside here, the more open it gets. So it gives it that big, grand, overrun, not like maintained and like, you know, kept in rows and things. It's starting to take shape. Just get rid of some of this grass and be able to actually see things better. Get a better idea of how things are laid out. Do you guys like the slower paced way of it? Like I do kind of like not a mega project in every episode. Just like one little thing that's, you know, it is important, like how we did the toolsmith villagers, and all in one episode, how we got them there, we, you know, made their stalls and everything, like detailed it out, and like how we did the bridge, that little well right there, and we did this wheat field, that was one episode. How Terry's house up there on the hill, that was one episode. Like, are you guys liking that style of videos? Or would you rather wait like once a week for a video that's more filled with a couple different projects? Because if you'd rather have episodes where it was like a couple of projects versus just one project, then I could make something work like that. It's just going to reduce the amount of videos being pushed out. Because by having one project per video, such as like Potato Field, and the little update we're having, and I'm wanting to get you guys' feedback, because, you know, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. As of right now, why I'm just streaming on the Supercraft server is, well, to be honest with you, I'm joining like 9-10 months in. So with June actually coming up right around the corner here, it would be quite difficult to be like, oh yeah, I just joined this this SMP server. I'm on day 1, everybody's on day 3 million, and yeah, so first things first, let's just punch some trees while everybody is fully kitted out in, you know, netherite gear, elytras, netherite tools and stuff, whereas I'm just, you know, just coming into it. Everybody's got like mega bases, redstone farms, stuff like that, and I don't have anything. Also, talking to the guys on the server, guys and gals, that they're excited to see some stuff and see what I can do and what I'm bringing to the table. And I mean, I'm looking forward to season 6. I'm very excited. I don't know plans are going to be for like a project just yet, because, you know, coming in this late and being like, all right, well, you have until, you know, June to kind of do what you want to do, because we're going to be updating the server to the new update once it's released, and then, yeah, we're going to be starting things over. So I just kind of like took the inspiration that I have here with our old school Let's Play of that we, you know, basically we're building districts here. We're not built like villages. Like, this is one big town, but we're going to have our separate districts. We have our fishing district over there. We have our farming district over here, which is actually kind of along the lines of what I'm doing on the servers. I got this area where directly like split in the middle. I have this like market district. On the right hand side's a farming district. On the left hand side's a fishing district, because there's like a river that flows through it. Not throws, flows. English is hard. All right, it's early in the morning. I'm liking the looks of that. That's looking good. I need to get blocks so I can make a well. I need a well next to the potato field so that way they can, you know, water the potatoes. That's important. We got to get that done. So with this this is going to come out. This won't be here. Yeah, because the road's going to come. It's going to come this way a bit. It's going to come out to this way. Because I'm thinking actually over here is do a little bit of like market stalls in a sense. You know, like a farmer's market. We're going to set up a farmer's market in there, literally for the farmers. Pathway going to come out to here, coming into our potato field. So I think the well's going to go right here. It's as good a spot as any. Also, any kind of excuse to do a little bit of terraforming to get loads of dirt. Hey, I'm willing to do it. It's a simple little well, but it works. Our well is complete. Now the fun part of figuring out how the hydration of this field is going to go. So your guys' feedback is very important to me, and I want to know how you guys are feeling. You know, do you want the series to be more projects in a build? Do you want it to, stay at this pace where it's just, one simple project? Like, I could have combined, one episode with that wheat field, the well over there, the bridge, this potato field, and start kind of setting up a farmer's market. I could have done that as one video. It would have taken me all week to actually get it done. It's almost like I planned this land out just to be perfect for placing just a couple of water buckets. Not really. I don't really plan out my fields. If I manage to break this hoe before this field is planted, which, yeah, I don't think there's almost 1,600 worth of blocks that need to be tilled here. So I think we're good with the diamond hoe. That obviously has no enchantments, not even Unbreaking 3 on it, so that's what's going to do for the next episode. My plan for the next episode is to figure out a little enchantment setup somewhere. Not entirely sure, because I do know that, this hill here is going to be for the Fletchers. This is going to be terraformed a bit, so that way it's actually like a bamboo forest, a custom bamboo forest on the hill. And then underneath, where the actual, like, the housing part, the apartment complex pretty much is the style that I'm kind of going for all the Fletchers. Underneath is where the automatic bamboo farm is going to be, so that way I don't have to sit around and wait for, well, the spruce trees blocking the bamboo, but I don't have to wait for the bamboo to get to its, full growth height for me to harvest it. Which means in order to do the automatic bamboo farm, need to go into the nether, which can happen now because got the diamond tools to be able to get obsidian, which is where I was thinking that maybe go into the nether just to see what we got for a nether spawn, figure out where our nether portal is in the world, maybe get some enchantments going as well, like some things that we do need, like see if we can actually get silk touch on a pick, fortune on a pick. So yeah, thinking next episode along the lines is doing an enchantment setup and popping into the nether and seeing what we got from the nether. Unless you guys want me to kind of go towards bigger projects kind of a video where, like, maybe one whole video would be enchantment, going to the nether, getting the bamboo farm set up, and finishing up the Fletcher area. Plan A is going to be getting into the nether, going to see what kind of nether spawn that we do actually have, getting a little enchantment set up just right there by our base camp. That would be the plan for the next episode, if keeping along the lines of, one kind of somewhat decentable size project to keep the videos between 15 to 25 minutes. Or plan B would be going to the nether, getting an enchantment set up, getting the bamboo farm set up, and finishing off the Fletcher area. And that would be one episode for the week, because it would take me so many hours to actually do all of that and so long to edit it down and figure out. So down in the comment section, I want you guys to vote for plan A or plan B. And that's going to help me dictate how the rest of this series is going to go. So yeah, let me know. Plan A or plan B. Plan A is keeping it at the small projects. Each video, just one small project a video. Plan B is a handful of small projects grouped together to kind of like build up a certain area or a certain handful of tasks that are related to one another. Which means that videos would be lessened down to once a week versus 3 times a week. If you guys are liking the video so far, please make sure to leave a like. Again, comment down below for the votes of plan A, plan B, or comment anything, whatever you want. You like the series, you don't like the series. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It does help me out and show me that you guys are enjoying the series. I guess this episode's been kind of more of like a podcast, a spudcast. Yeah. Spudcast. Maybe I should start up a little podcast, little something called... I know I have the other one called Unfiltered Beard Tales, but I don't know. That one I've kind of like hit writer's block on, so I thought I had enough potatoes for this. I was wrong. Because I only got a stack and a half left, and I still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more tiers to go. About time that I do set up a little bit of a bone meal farm, I guess? Yeah. Input chest for seeds, random greenery stuff to put into the composter to make the bone meal to pop out down here into a chest. So chest, hopper, composter, hopper, and then another chest. It's as easy as that. Started a little podcast today, Spudcast. You know, maybe get that up and going. I don't know. Let me know. You know, put it down there. Something. Anything. Your thoughts, inputs, how you want the series to continue. Are you excited for Season 6 of Supercraft? More details to come onto that. Every Friday, going to be live streaming on the Supercraft server. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I have ran out of time for today's episode, so again, vote down there. Let me know, Plan A or Plan B. So that way I can figure out a way to continue along with this series and keep it going for your guys' interest and your input. Be much, much, much appreciated. But anyway, have a good day.